I got this like pamphlet in the mail that has $99 cleaning on it, which includes 30-minute dental cleaning and polish, dental checkup, and x-rays. But basically, I want to know more about this $99 cleaning. So I'm going to call this office just to get some information.
What's up, dental peeps? It's your girl Irene here with Tooth or Dare podcast. Hold on to your suction. It's about to get slippery.
I don't think I've received this many DMs in a long time. People who want to know more about this promotion. And I want to know more about it too, because I'm going to record an entire podcast episode about this right now, impromptu. I had a similar struggle. So for those of you that have no idea what's happening, I got this like pamphlet in the mail that has $99 cleaning on it, which includes 30-minute dental cleaning and polish, dental checkup, and x-rays. And it is, like I said, they're accepting new patients, same-day walk-ins, emergencies. They bill to companies. Sedation options are available. And they're open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Friday, Saturdays and Sundays, 8 to 6. But basically, I want to know more about this $99 cleaning. A bit of a backstory is that when I opened up my office, 6 months later, a dental office opened up across the street from me. And in their windows, they had advertised a $99 cleaning for new patients and patients that did not have insurance. So I took a photo of it, and I, at that point, was so new into practice ownership. I knew nothing about marketing guidelines. And now I've learned that marketing guidelines are separate between Canada and the United States, between hygienists and dentists, particularly here in the province of Ontario. The College of Dental Hygienists of Ontario has a different set of marketing guidelines than the RCDSO does. And I had sent these photos to the RCDSO because I knew that the office was owned by a dentist. And I said, hey, is this allowed? Like, are we even allowed to do this? And their response was that no. Dentists in the province of Ontario at that time, this was in 2021, were able to offer a discount, but the discount has to be given to everyone. So they had a discount advertised in their window that they were offering 20% off of every procedure. And then this additional promotion was this $99 cleaning for new patients and for patients without insurance. So the problem here is not the $99 cleaning. I mean, there's a lot of problems with the $99 cleaning, but the problem for them was, for the marketing guidelines, wasn't the dollar value of the cleaning. It was that the promotion is not available to everybody. So you can't stipulate who gets this promotion. And if it's offered to the practice, it's got to be offered to everyone. And there needs to be what we call transparent billing, meaning that whatever it is that you're charging for needs to be disclosed upfront. So I'm going to call this office in a minute just to get some information. But I'm curious, if I say to them, I don't have insurance, they'll charge me the $99 cleaning. But if I say, wait, actually, I do have insurance. Sorry, my husband has insurance. I forgot. I'm on his insurance. So is it still $99? How does that work? I'm very curious what they'll say. Can't believe I'm doing this, but doing this for the people, the people that asked me to call. Some who say that they've worked at this office and that the employees were not even told that this is happening. So let's do it. Do I lie? No, I'm going to use my name. I'm going to use my full name. Like, I'm not going to pretend to be Liam Neeson, although that was amazing. I will bleep out the name of the company, but let's do it, shall we?
Seven days a week. This is how may I help you?
Hi, I got your flyer in the mail, and I'm curious about the cleaning, the $99 for the cleaning. How does that work?
So the $99 cleaning, we have a promotion. It gives you 30 minutes of cleaning.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you turn your volume up a little bit? It's very quiet.
Sorry, I think there's something wrong with this phone. Can you hear me now?
It's very quiet.
Okay, it's $99 includes 30 minutes of dental cleaning. polish, dental checkup, and x-rays.
So what happened, like my last dental cleaning was maybe, I don't know, around COVID time. So what happens? I think I need more than 30 minutes.
Yeah,
No?
then happens. This is the basic cleaning. That's exactly right what you're saying. This is the basic cleaning. So once you go and see the hygienist, then he can look into your mouth and we can accordingly guide you what more do you need, or if you need more cleaning, or if you need deep cleaning, that could be discussed. So this is basically a very basic cleaning where they do a basic cleaning in your mouth. The dentist comes and checks for you, and we also do some x-rays just to make sure everything is good. And then depending on what is advised by your dentist and by the hygienist, then we give you the treatment plan.
Got it. Okay. And like, so I have insurance. Is it still like
Okay.
$99?
Now, if you have insurance, then we definitely follow the Ontario Dental Association guide, and then we bill it accordingly. This is mostly for patients who don't have insurance.
Okay. But like, I still would rather just pay $99 because my insurance does not cover it very much. So can I just not use my insurance at all?
I mean, depends on what your insurance covers. We can run it through and send it to them. Even if you have to pay, if your insurance covers 80 or 20, 70 or 30, I don't know what your insurance covers. But of course, if you need a lot of treatment, for example, the doctor says, oh, you need that, then we'll accordingly bill you, and we can still honor the 99 and use your insurance for other treatments. So but we have to see what you really need, right, to get
Right.
you started.
Got it. Okay.
I would really advise you to come in, book an appointment, get these cleaning done, see the dentist. We can check your insurance for you, and then we can definitely go forward with what you need in regards to your treatment and cleaning. And we generally work 7 days a week. We're open 8.
Yeah, I read that on your thing. So
Yes,
I'm just worried.
that's
Like,
right.
how does the hygienist able to do anyone's cleaning that fast?
As I said, it's a very basic cleaning. They basically go through your mouth.
But what
clean
happens if
be
the
done.
person doesn't come back? Like, what if someone has their teeth cleaned and they don't finish everything? Isn't that bad?
What do you mean?
Like I have insurance, so like maybe I have more like money for paying for the cleaning what's left. But like, what if someone doesn't have insurance? They come in for this basic, you said like basic cleaning, and then they don't come back. So isn't it worse to start the cleaning and not to finish than to like?
No, nothing like that. Most of the patients come back because if they definitely need more cleaning, or if their hygiene is not up to the mark, mostly patients come back. I've never seen patients not coming back. And as I said, because we're open late evenings and we have appointments like evenings, weekends, it works for everybody. And of course, if a patient doesn't have insurance, then we work accordingly to see what works with them.
I see. Okay. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna
I would
take a look at your Google reviews and then I'll let you know.
I do have availability today at 6, 7.
I'm sure you do. I'm not. Yeah, I need to look. I'll do a little research about the office first. But thank you for your information. Appreciate it.
No problem. Give us a call if you have any further questions.
You got it. Thanks. Bye.
No problem. Thank you for calling. Have yourself a good day.
You too. Oh my God, I'm dead. Did I sound too official? She like totally backtracked. She's like, "Oh no, if you have insurance, then we'll bill your insurance." I don't know about any of this. I'm gonna look up their Google reviews. That's what I was gonna do. Google reviews for this person's office. The messages I've been getting are like, "Is this a DSO?" No, it's not a DSO. I feel sick. I feel like sick to my stomach. Literally, I feel sick. I don't know why I'm so affected by it. They have a lot of reviews. 888 reviews. Second time at this dentist office, both experiences were frustrating and uncomfortable. First one, I waited over 40 minutes for my scheduled appointment. I was there for the $99 cleaning and x-rays. I was hoping it was a one-off and decided to go give them a second chance. I walked out. Oh, I was not willing to sit around. So apparently they made, and this review was a week ago, recent. Their scheduling feels deliberately chaotic and they call nonstop like salespeople. Oh gosh. 2 months ago, avoid at all costs, dishonest. Wow. Sharing my experience. Wow, it was a very long thing. Help others to not get scammed. I was contacted by this dental clinic for their so-called free offer, including cleaning, checkup, and preventative treatments. Once I got there, everything changed and suddenly diagnosed me with multiple cavities and urgent treatment, totaling $1,800. I mean, I don't want to, like, there's always work to be found, especially for people that haven't had their teeth cleaned or seen in a long time. So, like, I always take Google reviews with a grain of salt, but as dental people, I think we can kind of see things. I clearly explained that I was leaving for France in a week. 11 people liked that one. Strongly advise against going to this dentist if you're told you suddenly need expensive treatment. Shady and dishonest business. I personally had a terrible experience. I paid out of pocket and later found out the office submitted claims for things that I had already paid for. I reported this to my insurance department 5 days ago. Whoa, and this person's reviewed 44 times. That's wild. By far the worst dentist I've ever been to. Completely unprofessional, dishonest. I have a terrible experience. I would not recommend. I'm scrolling aggressively and I'm still in the 1 stars. Bad experience, 20 minutes late. I'm looking, can I control F for $99 cleaning? Oh, I can. 4 weeks ago, very disappointed. I went there for the promotion, $99 price for dental cleaning. Before going there, I had talked about to them and they said it was only 30 minutes. And then she waited 40 minutes as well. Beware, they offer cheap cleanings for a reason. $90 for 30 minutes. Feels like the hygienist barely does anything. Then the dentist come in for the free check. He looked at my teeth and poked a couple of them. How is this allowed? They told me to wait for 10 to 15 minutes and I'm still waiting here 2 hours later. Review 2 months ago. They charged me $442 for the checkup and the filling after telling me that it was $99 and they billed my insurance. How? I'm still in the 1-star reviews 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. No clear explanation of what you need to pay. They just charge your insurance. I kind of got that vibe. Oh, they responded to a Google review, which you're actually not supposed to do because that breaks patient confidentiality. If Google allowed it, this place would be 0 stars. This clinic lures people in with false advertisements while being unprofessional and money hungry. I booked the promotional examination and checkup for $99. Over the phone, I was told the appointment would be 1 hour and 30 minutes. I showed up 10 minutes before my 5 p.m. appointment. I waited a little over an hour before being seen by the hygienist. These hygienists are probably worked to the bone. My appointment was 20 minutes with the x-ray, cleaning, polish, and dental exam. I've never had a dental hygiene appointment that short in my life. I casually said that was quick, and the hygienist told me to book another appointment since she has a 7 p.m. appointment. I guess the 1 hour and a half duration includes waiting time. Oh man, which should be disclosed. With the type of service, I'd rather go elsewhere and pay. I do not recommend. Ooh, response. Dear person's name, thank you for reaching out to us. Unfortunately, we were unable to find your name in our system. So that's why they responded, because the person's not in the system. Got it. I mean, she, he, they, them may have created a fake account. Or, I mean, it's kind of a weird name, like, not a weird name, it's a name, but it's just like maybe an alias. So they responded, but I have a feeling that that's not the first time that, no, it's not. Never go there, dentist dishonest, unreal, that you have no idea how much you'll pay until the consultation is over, lured in for then $199, said the cost was $150. How do you quote things based on the exact dollar mark. Like none of the fee guide codes ended $150 or $450. Like everything is like 73, like the weird numbers. I can't. Molar of the story is that it's the absolute employee. Oh, I'm not even gonna read this out loud for fear that this dental hygienist. Yeah, these people are responding to all of these reviews. The appointment was initial examination, and they are responding to these people, confirming that they were patients. Like, that's not allowed. That's a violation of patient privacy. That's the crazy thing about reviews like this is that, people can write whatever they want. They may find out that I'm doing this, and they may go to my office website or whatever and leave a negative review. But you can't respond to it. You cannot acknowledge that it happened, that it didn't happen. You can't say you're sorry. Like, you can't publicly go up there and be like, yeah, John Smith, we hear you. We're sorry this happened. Like, you do that offline. But unfortunately, it is like patients can do whatever they want. Technically, we're not supposed to respond. We look forward to connecting with you. Like, they're basically just copy and pasting the same thing. If you'd like to address this, check with our manager. Place is horrible, greedy, blah, blah, blah. Yikes. Anywho, if you're planning on this person posted a photo of their bill. Stop. So, specific exam, this is dated September 2024. Specific exam, $21.50. So they do break it down. I don't know what those codes are. Those are not actual ODA codes. It's like a random, there is no code. It's just a transaction number. So $21.50 for a specific / emergency exam. Those are two different codes. A specific exam is 01204, which is in the hundreds of dollars by insurance. And a emergency exam is another whatever code. 2 units of scaling, $70. That's also a rounding number. And then there's a note. Patient said she was quoted $140 for a cleaning. No notes regarding that. Will call on Monday to reverse the claim. So they said this is a video. This is a photo. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. There's a photo of this. So they charged the person and they made a payment by Visa of $91.50. So it's $0. So I guess that's where they get the $99 for. Maybe she opted out of the x-rays and fluoride. So they gave her a credit to the $99. And they still charged the insurance. This person was 10 months ago. Is there a way to filter by attachment? Now I want to know what else people are posting. It's really bad when on Google you see how many people have used a specific word and the word scam comes up highly ranking. And the word cleaning comes up 121 times, and most of those Google reviews are no bueno. Well, they've got some good ones. That's all I gotta say about that. We're just gonna leave it at some. This is not a good strategy. It can't end well for people, especially when it's not transparent. So many reasons why this is a bad idea in general, not just for running a business or reputation management, but in dentistry, we are already facing a significant amount of scrutiny from patients because of how privatized dentistry is, that we're already at a disadvantage when it comes to making recommendations because of how expensive running an office is and how expensive overhead is. The extension to the patients is already going to be higher. So you're shooting yourself in the foot by discounting things so much, because then it gives this allure or this feeling that in fact, it's not that expensive. We're just really raising our fees or really raising our prices, which is not true. If we were to do the math on this, I wish that I would have done the math before recording this. even with an hour appointment in the chair. Operating costs, meaning there's a hygienist that's being paid handsomely, I'm certain. And I don't know, I hope they're paying their hygienists well, because this sounds like a lot. You've got that hygienist hourly wage. Then you've got your turning on the lights fee, just your operation, your fixed costs of running your practice, your IT, your software, your lease, your insurance, all of the TMI, like all of these things that are so expensive. Your overhead, since COVID, we've had a huge spike in just general sundries being at least 8 to 10% more expensive, if not more, depending on where you are. So like we're giving this feeling to patients like, oh, well, maybe it's not actually that expensive. First of all. Second of all, you're devaluing somebody else's work. And this is the problem with, I don't want to call it a problem. Like it's problematic for some people. I've been fortunate that I've worked in offices where I've had great dentists that have been so supportive and like always had our back. The dentist that works in my office is incredible. Like she will back us up 100%. But in this case, like you're like $99 for a cleaning, yeah, throws it into somebody's column who's probably already struggling with time and devaluing their work, devaluing your own work. You want to do a $99 filling? Do a $99, like take this upon yourself, which they already are. They're doing dental implants for $1,500, as low as $199 a month. Surgical placement of dental implant only. Other fees will apply, like the restorative, completed by a periodontist and a general practitioner. I'm not sure how you're paying perio fees from that fee, but whatever. All of these things are just devaluing the work we do. In no instance would I ever go to my dermatologist or my family physician or my pharmacist and ask them for a discount. You're not going to go to a hospital and need a particular procedure and then they're like handing out free splints. Like this just becomes so icky. And then what if you're the clinician on the other side? She on the phone to me was like, oh, well, we've never had this problem. We've never lost patients before. I'm certain that you have, that you've had people that have come in because they weren't able to afford a fee. And in the end, they're getting this supragingival prophylaxis and subgingival biofilm and calculus is remaining. 100%. There's no way you have almost 900 reviews, many of them that are sub 2 stars, and you haven't lost a patient. We've never lost a patient before. Effectively, you did yesterday based on Google. Literally within the last 24 hours, you got a 1-star review because people can't leave a 0-star review. Someone left a 1-star review 2 hours ago. 1 week ago. Anyways, I'm just very disappointed that that this is what's happening in dental hygiene, like in dentistry in general, but that this is happening in dental hygiene to dental hygienists. We're trying to do the best that we can, elevate patient care as much as we can, adjunctive therapy, and in the end, stuff like this is happening. What a kick! What a kick in the gut. This is unlike any episode I've ever done. I don't even know if I'm going to air it or not. I should speak my mind more. Terrible. I should go on to this person's and like send a message to the 1-star people and say, we would never do this to you. I don't think I'm allowed to do that, but that would be a smart strategy. If anyone's listening that doesn't care about marketing guidelines, head over there. If there's a ton of 1-star review, filter from lowest rating and respond to them and say, hey, I'm down the street from you. Happy to help. That was my rant. Until next time. Peace out, peeps. Bye.